against possible foreign aggression. The missiles that have been tested in today's maneuvers are the Zelzal, the Shahab-1 and Shahab-2, which have been test-fired in day 2 of the Great Prophet 6 maneuvers. Iran yesterday had unveiled an array of underground missile silos in the first phase of the missile maneuver codenamed Great Prophet 6. A spokesman for the drills said the missile silos have been indigenously constructed. He also said all missile launch procedures from the silos will be carried out using technologically advanced remote control systems. That's what took place on day 1 of the maneuvers. Today, day 2 of the Great Prophet 6 defensive military drills. We're seeing not live footage, but footage that we've just obtained here on Press TV for you, where the Zelzal missile is being test-fired. Also today on day 2, the Shahab-1 and Shahab-2 missiles were also test-fired. A commander of the Aerospace Division of the IRGC, Brigadier General Amir Ali Hajizadeh, mentioned on Sunday, that's a day before the military drills started, that these drills are made, basically they're showcasing Iran's indigenously developed military defensive capabilities, and these drills are meant to appraise the preparedness and readiness of the IRGC units to practice new tactics, to place newly guaranteed cadets by the side of veteran ones, and also to bring different range of ballistic missiles into play. As we're seeing the test firing of the Zelzal. That's what we read according to our website. Brigadier General Amir Ali Hajizadeh also added that various short, medium, and long-range missiles will be fired during these defensive maneuvers. Also, as we mentioned yesterday, domestically built silos, which are underground vertical cylindrical containers. For those of you who don't know what silos are, they facilitate the storage and launching of ballistic missiles at some point in the military exercise, which we yesterday unveiled. The first day of the Great Prophet 6 military maneuvers, these ballistic missile silos were unveiled. Today, the military drills, codename Great Prophet 6, is test firing a missile maneuver, launching a missile maneuver to assess and upgrade the readiness of its armed forces. As we mentioned, we are seeing footage of the Zelzal missile being test fired. Also on day 2 of the drills, the Shahab-1 and Shahab-2 missiles have also been test fired. A spokesman with the drills mentioned that the missile launch procedures yesterday that were carried out by the silos were using technologically advanced remote control systems. He also added that the Great Prophet 6 drills, a spokesman for the Great Prophet 6 drills added that the silos are part of the rapid response units of the missile forces of Iran. And also, giving other details about the maneuvers, he said that the missiles are kept on standby and are ready for launch at predetermined targets. We are seeing recently obtained footage of the Zelzal missile being test-fired. Well, the official mentioned that with regards to what's been taking place, specifically with yesterday, the silos are part of a swift reaction unit of the IRGC. In charge of the drills was General Asghar Qilichkhani. He is an IRGC spokesman also. He said that the country has been using domestically built missile silos for well over a decade now, adding that the newer generation silos, which we saw yesterday, basically, which we announced yesterday, are operational from a launch control center located far from the launch pads, which once again, as we mentioned, they use technologically advanced remote control systems, which is a major step forward for the domestically built defense capabilities of the Islamic Republic of Iran. The main advantage of the silos that were tested yesterday is the reduced launch time, as those weapons need to be moved or aligned prior to launch. An IRGC official stressed that the Great Prophet 6 maneuver has totally defensive objectives and will be staged with a message of peace and friendship. Now, if you know, the IRGC's Naval, Air, and Ground Forces staged the Great Prophet 5 military drill in the Persian Gulf region in April 2010. Well, the state television broadcast footage of underground... Well, that being us, excuse me, we did broadcast footage of underground launching pads for the Shahab 3 missile, which have a range of more than 1,200 miles. Now we are seeing a live, recently obtained footage of the Zelzal missile, which was test fired earlier in the day. I believe 14 missiles were test fired on day 2 of the Great Prophet 6 maneuvers, those being the Zelzal, the Shahab 1, and the Shahab 2. Well, that was the latest footage we had of the codename Great Prophet 6 military defensive drills that have kick-started in Iran. Today was actually day 2. We'll have more of those drills and other footage as we get it for you right here on Press TV. But my good colleague Amir Hossein joins me in the studio now for the World News.
Welcome, everybody. This is the 8:30 edition. We're coming to you live from the capital. And on to your top story. Iran has launched the second phase of its missile maneuvers, dubbed the Great Prophet 6. Fourteen projectiles, including Shahab 1 and Shahab 2, as well as the Zelzal missiles, were launched on Tuesday. Now, in the first phase of the drills, Iran unveiled its array of indigenously built underground missile silos. The spokesman for the Great Prophet 6 drills said the silos are part of the rapid response units of Iran's missile forces. He further said the missiles are kept on standby and are ready for launch at predetermined targets.
In other news, in Greece, people are set